to be making a little group of 4x4 cards. These are a thank you stroke congratulations cards for my giveaway winners, and I'm also, it's 3 prize draw winners, and then I'm making a spare one for my stash that's going to just say best wishes. And I'm using Kanban cardstock and also this lovely paper pad by Basic Grey, which is their manila paper pad. So we're going to be using that. Now I've done a lot of the cutting out and sizing pieces already done. So the first thing that I did was I took a piece of the Kanban cardstock, and it's this lovely rose patterned card, and I cut it at 3 3/4 inches by 7.5, and then we folded that in half, and I put the pattern on the inside because I want it, I quite often do this, I think you may have seen me do it before, because I want it to look interesting when they open it up, and I'm going to be covering up the front anyway, so that's not going to be a problem. And then the next thing I did was I cut from that Basic Grey pad, I cut out exactly the same size 3 3/4 square pieces. Now you'll notice that there's one difference, and that's because there wasn't quite enough of the same, so I'm going to use that for my 3 winners and that for my best wishes card. So we're going to adhere those to the front of these cards. Now I want them to open that way, so I'm just going to use my tape pen. Okay, so now we'll do the other 3. So when I'm doing a group like this, I will do each stage at a time because I think that makes it quicker. So I'm just going to put the adhesive on all 3, or the remaining 3, like so. Just careful not to stick them on each other. I will take my pattern paper and adhere that to the other 3. So that's those parts done, and then the next thing, we need to put those to one side for a moment, is that I've got these 4 little toppers, also from Kanban, and they're very British themed. So we're going to adhere these to these pieces of red basil cardstock, I think this is. This at 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and it just makes a nice border around the edge of our topper. So I'm just going to pop these on. Like so. And you do need to make sure you get this up the right way. There's a texture to this cardstock, so you want to make sure that it's up the right way. Okay, so that's those 3 done. So then it's just a really nice simple cards, and we're just going to attach those to the front of our little cards here, like so. Now what I'm just trying to decide was whether I wanted to make these corners rounded or not, but I don't think I do, and I'm not going to pop them up because these are going to be posted abroad, and also I just think it's nice to have flat cards sometimes. So again, just using our glue runner, we're just going to put some adhesive around all 4 sides, a couple in the middle, making sure it's nice and strong, and then sticking this down in place, and then we'll do the other 3. Those 4 done now on the front. So now we want to put on the inside, now let me just see, that's my best wishes one, so let's do that one first. Is I want to put this little piece of red cardstock with the best wishes peel off on there, and we're just going to stick that on the inside, and it gives the person who purchases the card or yourself somewhere to write their greeting. because obviously it's being quite a coloured pattern inside. So we just pop that down like so. Now on the others I've got thank you, and I've just popped it in the corner because I wanted to give myself a little bit of space just to write a little bit more than, you know, with love from or whatever. So we just added a little bit more room by putting that in the corner there. Okay, so that's all 4 of the insides completed, and then the last thing I want to do is put just a little extra embellishment on the outside of my card. And I've got these lovely little diamantid dragonflies, which I just think are really sweet, kind of goes with the roses, so I'm just going to pop those up in the corners. So let's just take this first one. To do this, we're just going to take some glue gel. I'm just going to pop it a small amount on the back of the actual middle part of the dragonfly, the body as it were, and then I'm going to put a bit more of a blob on his little wings, and the idea is hopefully that it will just give it a little bit of a lift on those wings. Okay, and I think that just looks really pretty with that little bit of extra diamante. And so we'll do the other ones now. So exactly the same. I'm probably going to not worry so much about doing the extra on the wings actually, because I don't think it made a lot of difference. So just a little blob on the wings and a small bit down the body, and just pop him in place. I want to add just a little bit of stickles, red stickles, to the roses, and this is called, it doesn't have a name, so I don't know. So we're just gonna just accent the roses. We're not going to put it on a whole lot, just want to kind of accent those darker pieces. And then I'm going to take my glossy accents and I'm just going to go over the whole lot, including the stickles of the roses. Oh, a big pit came out then. Okay, so then we'll give that a chance to dry and we'll come back and have a look at that in a minute. So I'll do the others and then hopefully by then we'll have those ones dry a bit. Okay, so here are the 4 finished cards. They're all dried off now, and as you can see it's all lovely and shiny. So let me take you a little bit closer so you can see each one. Okay, so here's the first one, and I think you can see how lovely that sparkle is looking inside the glossy accents. It's really picking that up nicely, and the inside is the same on all of them, and I think that's really nice when you open it up that it looks that little bit sort of different inside. And here's our next one. And the third one. I just love the way that's glittering and shining and just really effective, I think. And the last one. So I hope you've enjoyed making these 4 little cards with me, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.